CBS Radio. This is Talk 650, powered by CBS Radio.
I don't know what led up to the foreclosure. I'm going to assume that the bank thinks that they haven't made their payment. I don't know if they have or not.
Yeah.
But when we looked at...
It's a common misperception.
It is sometimes. It does occur. We pulled the foreclosure notice, which is public record.
Yeah.
And I looked at their foreclosure notice, and it says BAC Home Loans, which is Bank of America.
Yeah.
BAC Home Loans is the servicer, so that's the one sending you the mortgage statement. And also they claim to be the current mortgagee. In other words, the party that the debt is owed to at that point in time. And one of the things that's supposed to occur when they give you notice of the foreclosure sale is they should tell you, one, who's foreclosing on you, so it lists the attorney as well as the servicer, the mortgage company.
Yeah.
And then it should let you know who you really owe the money to, not just who's collecting or who's foreclosing. That notice, like we said, says BAC Home Loans for both. A quick lookup on the MERS, Mortgage Electronic Registration System website, showed, and Fannie Mae showed that no, BAC Home Loans is not the current mortgagee. They are not the one the debt is owed to. It looks like it's Fannie Mae.
Really?
And we see that time and time again. And we put up on our website at bustmybank.com, we actually put the links where anybody can just click through and put in your address and see, at least at that point in time, if Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac claims to own your loan, as well as what the MERS system is reporting, who the servicer and who the, quote, investor is, the person that's behind the curtain.
Well, I read this story on Friday in the paper, and I'm thinking to myself, this is something that EJ would probably love to get his teeth into. And then you roll in here this morning with this story about, guess what I found out about these guys? Is this a redeemable situation for the Morales family?
It could be. We have to dig into it a little bit, audit it, and see exactly what the options are for them. But I would say at just a quick glance, I would say, hey, your foreclosure notice didn't tell you really what's going on. Now, you can make the argument that, well, maybe Freddie, put it in the mail, put their promissory note, and just FedExed it over to BAC Home Loans, or maybe BAC Home Loans has been holding it all this time. Who knows what the situation is? But if you go and look at the servicing guidelines for Fannie Mae, and why is this important? The reason it's important is our tax dollars, quarter after quarter after quarter, continue to dump billions into Fannie and Freddie, and they continue to foreclose home after home. Whether they should or not, you need to look at an individual situation. But their servicing guideline says you may not foreclose in your own name unless you are in actual possession of the note at that point in time.
Yeah.
And it goes through, and there's all these different, it's kind of like a little checklist thing, that what you should do if you're collecting mortgage payments on behalf of Freddie, or in this case Fannie. And we just see that this is modus operandi for these guys.
Yeah.
They just do whatever they want to do. It's just...